and welcome to the Yuvend tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to put you through the basic setup of stores on Yuvend. So we are just going to log right in. You are going to be given credentials, so not to worry. Now we are prompted that the application date less or greater than system date. This is for the stores to enable them complete transactions that were started but could not be finished for one reason or the other the previous day. So I'm just going to select the current date. So after logging, the first thing I want to do is create the store. So I go to settings and company. Here we can see it requires just basic details of the store in particular. So I'm just going to set up Marina. I will just edit all of these. Okay, so number of receipts. This indicates how many receipts you want to print for each customer. So you could decide that you want the stores to print 2 receipts per customer, meaning one for the store and one for the customer. Or you could just print the one for the customer. So I'm just going to leave this as one. Last invoice number. For the first setup of every store, the first setup, please, this last invoice number is going to have a 0. This indicates that the first invoice that will be created or generated for that store is going to begin from 1. So I'm just going to scroll down and save. Then we can see operation successful. I go to the home page. The next thing we want to do is set up parameters like banks, employees, dimensions. So first of all, I'm going to show you where all these are supposed to be. So we go to setting, sync setting, and we're here. So this first page is the log tab. The log tab just shows the activities carried out by the store and the activities run in the background for this particular store. So I go to the sync setting tab. In this place, we are supposed to have the bank details, and as we can see here, cost centers, business units, and business streams. This notification right here, 36 transfer orders require your attention. This sort of notification pops up for stores if there are activities that they need to act on, and various tests have been going through, so that notification is definitely fine. So I go back to the home page. Now we are going to load all those parameters, the sales responsible, the banks, and all whatnot. So I go to data reload. On this page, we can see the various parameters. So we begin by loading the sales responsible. And I will just load each one right after the other. Then I load the payment methods. Operation successful. I load the banks. I load payment terms. I load stores. And I load the dimensions. So all parameters loaded successfully. I go back to the home page, settings, and sync setting. Sync setting. So we can see that this page is currently more populated than it was previously. Now at this point, I want to select my default bank. Selecting a default here just means that during sales, the price of the total amount of the sales will be put in the column of defaults that has been previously selected. Let me break it down. I select cash as my default right here for Marina. every sale that Marina is going to make, once the payment tab opens to complete a sale, the total amount of that sale will be placed in the cash column and not the POS column nor the check column, because I have previously selected cash as my default. So I will just go straight down, I scroll and save this default. Operation successful. So I also want to set up cost center. I'm on Marina, so I'm going to use Marina Retail Store. Business units, Congo Group for the B2B. Business stream, Congo Retail Physical Stores, and B2B, Congo B2B. And I save this. Operation successful. So the main setup is all done. We go to stock. Stock is next. So under stock item, we have my inventory, stock visibility, and store list. For the setup, we only need my inventory because we want to load all inventory from Marina stores. All these products listed here are because a resync of inventory was previously done. But on coming here for the first time, this page is going to be empty. So I'm just going to do a resync for Marina. And all products have been synchronized successfully. So one more setup. We go to the home page and role and user under settings. So this is a page for roles, and you can add people under specific roles. So currently, if I open the administrator tab and scroll up, you will see the current credentials logged in, which is info@xpetertechnologies.com. So for Marina store, I'm just going to create a sales manager. So let's create a sales manager. I click new user. Okay. Marina. Marina sales manager. So this is just going to be marina@gmail.com. Password. So at this point, we have the option of setting the user to active, disabled, or gone. Gone means if the person is no longer working for your company. Disabled means the person is no longer allowed to carry out activities for this particular role, which in this case is sales manager. So I'm just going to put the person as active. Clicking new user allows me to create a second person and still save my existing data. So I'm just going to click done. And we can see our Marina sales manager. So right here, we have been able to set up Marina successfully. One last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to log out and log in with this manager's credentials. So let's do that right up. Log out. And we are in. So we can see the store name as Marina Lagos, and we can see the credentials as marina@gmail.com. So thank you for watching this setup video. The next video is going to be about creation of sales orders. Thank you.